Good evening. And let me see if I can catch your attention real quick, guys. You guys don't know who I am, but I'm Marcus Drakus. And you will eventually learn my life story and secrets through this channel. Now that I've successfully grabbed your attention, let me reel you right on in here. This is a personal, opinionated, and vlog channel. I upload every single night, and I will be from now until kingdom comes, so to speak. I also have a primary YouTube channel that I'm not going to necessarily tell you about yet. But if you're clever enough and you do enough digging, you'll be able to find out exactly who I am. So let's keep that part a little secret for now. But I'm going to give you this little tidbit of information. This channel is like a behind the scenes who I am video channel, okay? It is specifically being done on purpose to give you guys insight into who I am, what makes me tick, and make you guys really crave the kind of material we're going to put on our primary channel. We felt, myself and my partner here, that it would be a great way of handling the ability of growth, because we're new to the scene and we want to become prominent in the scene. And a lot of factors have changed with, of course, monetization and things like that. But we definitely wanted to reach out to you guys and bring you into our world. Okay? Now, here's a little bit of background about myself. 30 years old. My partner is also 30 years old, who does the primary channel with me. He's going to have his own vlog channel. And once that's activated and prepped, they're going to be connected. Our channel will be connected to his, and vice versa. So you can get a good in-depth look into both of us, as well as our primary channel. But I'm intentionally keeping the information of that primary channel a closely guarded secret at the moment. Now, if you currently are watching the screen, you're seeing a car driving down the street. I'm going to let you know this is all what's happening right now as I'm recording this video, okay? I'm actually at work. It's about 1:30 in the morning right now. And this is what you're going to most likely be seeing for a significant number of the videos. Now, I don't mean that it will be that way all the time. There will definitely be videos where I'm not at work and stuff of that nature, but this will be, for the most part, what you will see. And just so, if you're curious, I'm actually down here in Houston, Texas right now. I'm right outside of the Galleria, and I'm inside of a really high-end subdivision. And when I say high-end, I don't mean that figuratively. Like, the cheapest house in this place is $680,000. That's a clue with what I mean on high-end, okay? Like, in my wildest dreams, I probably could never afford a house here. Now, that all being said, yes, in case you guys are going to ask, I am a... we call ours, in Texas, we're called commissioned officers, okay? But our title per company is we're basically executive patrolman. And they use that as a prestigious title. But the reality of it is, we are probably the closest thing to law enforcement. And I don't mean that in some offhanded, prideful, weird security guard-ish statement. I actually mean that in a very serious tone. Like, Insight, for example, I have a 3-year-old German Shepherd in my back seat right now that has got his harness on, and whose sole purpose is to literally defend anyone from getting within, let's say, 10 feet of me. And he's sweetie pie with me, but he is an a-hole to everybody else. I also am armed, and I have all the same equipment and gear that law enforcement has. And I do city districts. I also do local communities like this. Okay, so that is a small detail, just so you're ever curious. And prove it to you. If you look above, you'll see lights flashing in the mirror, in the screen there a little bit. It's black and white on screen, but it's my lights. There you go. That's my takedowns. Okay, so you got an idea here. Now, my partner does the same kind of work that I do, but we collaborated together on a lot of different things, and this is one aspect that we settled on, doing these channels, these little personal vlog things. We wanted to bring you guys into our world quite a bit, and we wanted to intrigue you with how we are on our personal daily lives. Okay, So you'll see stuff like this. You'll also see me probably at the grocery store, stuff like that. I'll be uploading every time something hits my mind that I think will be really intriguing. And I want, and this is what I want out of you guys all of you who are watching this, every one of you who watch. Okay, comment something on this video, any video. I don't care. You could even write the word something or even put a period in the comment line. I don't actually care. And I would love for you guys to like the videos. That's all on you guys. And the reason for this is the more of you guys who watch this video and get tied into this will eventually find out who I am. Okay, you'll also find out what the end game is for our primary channel and the focal point that I am focused on. Okay, but I'll give you a slight inside view right now. The primary channel is focused on the mysteries of the world. Okay, we focus on serial killer mysteries, missing person stories, things of that nature. Now, our channel, the primary one, is relatively new, so a lot of the content that we will be uploading hasn't been uploaded yet. We got a few videos out there, so that's why we're doing these, so that we can propagate and get our stories out there on a personal level with you guys. And this vlog channel thing that you see me doing right now is actually incredibly interactive. Myself and my friend, we both agree in the amazing aspect of being interactive with people across the world. That means any of you guys who've got any question, it could be any question that you would ask, it doesn't matter what it is, ask that question. I guarantee you I'll respond to every single comment on this channel, every time, just like I would my primary channel. So you guys got questions, shoot, feel free to do it, because it will happen soon enough that I'll do a live video for my vlog as well. And I want you guys to be interactive with us, because this is something that will carry on to the primary channel as far as interactivity. And by that, I'm referring specifically to our purpose. Now, I've mentioned that we're basically mystery hunters, okay? But to give you a detailed aspect of my personal life and why I'm doing this on my primary channel and on my vlog, okay? My father, or my stepfather, is a New Age believer, okay? But aside from that, he is actually a paranormal investigator who's been doing the work for 30 years. He's also a licensed hypnotherapist and life regression specialist. So that's actually information that's never been put on my primary channel. That's specifically for you amazing people watching this video right now. This is why, you know, after long thoughts and conversations with my good friend about developing our YouTube channel, we decided to do something a little bit different. We wanted to give an intellectual approach to a lot of the stuff that we cover, and there's a risk in that, all right, guys? And any of you guys who've watched other YouTube creators, you'll understand exactly what I mean. And that is that opinions in primary YouTube videos and creations, you got to be careful, because unless your stuff is specifically all opinion, then you can't always have interjected opinion. Like, you could have your own flair, but you can't have consistent, this is my opinion and that's right kind of mentality. That's why we have personal blogs, because we can actually discuss topics that we do on the channel, and we can actually get that out to you guys and give you our real opinions about the stuff. That's kind of the cool aspect of what we're trying to do. Now, I guess the bigger question I get asked a lot is what drew me into creating our primary YouTube channel to begin with. That's easy. There was a story I was researching. I stumbled onto it by complete accident, because my friend and I, we believe in a lot of the cryptid world. We don't believe in werewolves, but we believe in dogmen. We believe that there are actual, legitimate, real vampires most likely out there somewhere in the world, and that there has to be some sort of recorded instance where it's just almost irrefutable that there's something that's been strange happening with that. And that's what happened. I stumbled upon the story out of Erie, Pennsylvania. And for all of you guys that are watching who may be in Pennsylvania, dude, it's the coolest freaking story ever. And if you don't know this, I don't know where the heck you've been living, okay? But apparently, way back in the day, I think before the 1800s, there was a guy who was Romanian in descent, and he lived in Erie, Pennsylvania among the settlement. He traveled back to Romania for a homeward bound pilgrimage, And while there, he got sick, and he returned. And he was ill when he got back. And unfortunately, he died within, I think, a week and a half of him returning. Okay. As the legend goes, 2 weeks after he was buried, people in the community started dying. And I'm talking people who were just randomly walking down the street, dropped dead. People in their homes dropped dead. I think a total of 7 or 8 people were killed in this weird coincidental circumstance. And they had some other merchants that came from Romania, and they brought the story of the Romanian vampire, which wasn't known to Erie, Pennsylvania at the time. They really weren't knowledgeable about the vampire situation in Romania, and thus didn't know actually how to deal with them. But they were told vampirism was rampant in Romania, and they started noticing all the victims. And sure enough, it's recorded, I mean fully recorded, that each victim who died was found with 2 puncture holes in their neck, and they were drained of all physical blood in their body. This is the resulting death. This is on documents for the time, that this is how these people died and how they were found. Okay, well, the community got together, and they ended up, of course, finding out and remembering, of course, that this guy had returned from Romania sick, and that he died about 2 weeks prior to these things kicking off. And they were happening almost every night to every other night. Someone was dying, so they got really terrified, and they went after, of course, the mausoleum. And of course, they broke into the mausoleum, and they ended up seeing his corpse. And of course, his corpse hadn't decayed yet, and so they barricaded the corpse. They chained it up they chained the coffin up. They chained the actual mausoleum up. They stripped his name from the mausoleum. They carved a huge V on the mausoleum itself, the vault, and they lit the sucker on fire, which is kind of amusing when you think about the fact that the vault was made out of primarily stone. So, yay, it didn't burn down. Stone don't do that. But they didn't know that. They were terrified, trying to solve a problem that they saw. Okay, well, there are 2 other instances tied directly to the vault that I'll get into in a little bit. But the really cool part of this is that right after, of course, they did this, the killing stopped immediately. There was never another death correlated in the same fashion, so nobody else died in the same way. So no one died in being found with holes in their neck, so forth. So this really piqued my interest, and I threw it off my friend's head, and it was like, hey man, it'd be really, really badass if we drove to Erie, Pennsylvania, and we actually shot like a studio setup kind of thing right there in front of the vault, or even inside the vault, a segment of video specifically correlated to vampirism, like it was specifically some modern, the original 13 colonies storytelling, but segue into that one being the grand poobah of all badass vampire lore in the American culture. So this discussion led into many other discussions, and thus the creation of the channel was done. We chose a specific name, and we were like, okay, we've got it set up. This is what we want to do, and this is the direction that we're wanting to travel with it. Like, we want to take it down the road all the way till it drops dead. And so to speak, is right now we're doing a specific setup. Okay, so what we're doing is we're doing retellings of instances covering specific mysteries. Hey, sometimes we give creepypastas, but we try to focus primarily on true events. And some of the videos that we have already up are actual events of personal individuals that we know. One of them is even my own personal encounter with a cryptid, and it's really interesting stuff. So we were like, okay, well, we want to focus more along to the true mysterious stuff that would be, like I said, per the word, true-ish. Like, we don't want, of course, to be obviously completely fabricated. We want real documented stuff, and if we can research it, then we could connect real documents and, of course, links and stuff tied to the documentation that we quote and reveal in our videos. So that channel was uploaded, I think, not long ago, probably not I think it was the 1st of last month. In July, basically, it was. The first week of July, it was uploaded for the first time. I uploaded several videos to the channel, and of course, there was an issue with audio and the backtrack music being way too loud and stuff. So we ended up breaking that down, and we merged all the files into one video. So we have a correlated video, and that's the current active video that we have. We have another video that will be published this Sunday, and if you follow us on Instagram, which you guys don't know who we are yet, but if you ever follow this channel on Instagram, you'd know exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be the story of the Houston Horror, which is an event from 1953 tied closely to the Mothman prophecy of Point Pleasant. So these are the kind of stuff that we're getting into, and we want to take all you guys along for the ride. And doing this personal vlog channel opens the door for so much more. It allows us to actually have really powerful, opinionated discussions with you guys and reaction with you guys than our primary channel could do. Eventually, we will merge the channels all together. So, like, we'll have, of course, in the channel section, we'll have all of our channels listed on our primary channel. So if you go to our primary channel, you'll see all the, of course, you'll see Marcus Drakis, and you'll see the other one for my friend. But currently, that's all ambiguous, hearsay, and secretive, all right? And that's all on purpose, because we desperately want you guys to really get a good look at who we are, so that you understand that it's not just two untrained nincompoops running amok in the city as mystery hunters, okay? We're actually really focused on these things. We dive into them extensively, and we're just trying our very best to figure out the YouTube thing. That's been the hardest part of this whole thing, is getting the YouTube response that we desire so much. And without, of course, paying for promotions and stuff, it's really, really hard to do that. So we count on you guys, to actually spread the word. Share your videos to your friends. If you like the kind of stuff that we do, share them. If you guys are specifically into vlogs and stuff, share them to everybody you know who likes vlogs. Definitely watch the videos all the way through, or at least over half the way through, to get an understanding of what we're really talking about here. So there's that many things that we're trying to do, and we want you guys to really actually participate and be a part of this, because all the videos that we've ever watched on YouTube and many of the channels that we've seen, there are some that are interactive to a degree, but we want to be so much more than that. Like, to give you a good example, our end game for our primary channel is not just that we travel across the world, doing local urban legends and mysteries and stuff like that for your guys' entertainment. But if you, like in the United States, for example, this is just an example, if you guys tell us a really badass, like, urban legend or something, we're actually inclined to really take it serious to travel there. And, and when our Patreon and stuff's up and running or whatever, there are aspects that will play directly into what we're doing. And we thought a lot about it, and we're like, we really want our fans to participate. And if you have a cool story, like a really badass urban legend, or even something that's really creepifying that's happened to you, and you feel comfortable with it, we actually have the probability and the likelihood of showing up in your town and sending you a message and saying, hey, we're going to be at this place. Why don't you come on over here? We want to talk to you in person, that kind of thing. Because if you're comfortable with it, we'll even put you on the channel with us, and get you out there so that people can actually enjoy seeing what you got. You'll be popular for a little bit or whatever, and even more than that, that's kind of, we get joy out of that. That's what we're after here. So once again, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. I'm so sorry that it may be a little bit longer than normal, but I'm not used to the whole vlog thing, but I can talk a lot. So once again, if you like what we talk about on this channel, what I've been speaking about so far, like and subscribe to this channel so that you can keep in contact, because we won't be publishing a lot of stuff yet on our primary channel for some time, except for every Sunday between 6 and 8 Central Time, and every other Wednesday between the same hours. Okay, so on this channel, you'll get an upload every single day. You'll have a video vlog or personal opinion story from myself. And when my friend gets his uploaded, it'll be directly connected to this one, and I will definitely send you the information over to him through my description below. So just, I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for participating. Thanks for being a part of my storytelling right now. It's been great.